General Assembly of the State of New Jersey is now called to order to effect the organization for the conduct of its business for the first annual session of the 222nd session. Certificate of Election. I, Lauren M. Zierich, Assistant Secretary of State, do hereby certify that at an election held on the 4th day of November 2025, the following persons were elected members of the General Assembly to represent the state of New Jersey in the 222nd legislature. From the 1st District, Eric K. Simonson, Antoine L. McLennan. From the 2nd District, Don Guardian, Maureen Rowan. From the 3rd District, Heather Simmons, Dave Bailey Jr. From the 4th District, Dan Hutchison, Cody D. Miller. From the 5th District, William F. Moen Jr., William W. Spearman. From the 6th District, Louis D. Greenwald, Melinda Kane. From the 7th District, Carol Murphy, Balvier Singh. From the 8th District, Andrea Katz, Anthony Angelosi. From the 9th District, Brian E. Rumpf, Gregory E. Meyer. From the 10th District, Gregory P. McGuckin, Paul Kenitra. From the 11th District, Margaret M. Donlin, Luann M. Peter Paul. From the 12th District, Robert D. Clifton, Alex Sawicki. From the 13th District, Jerry Scharfenberger, Vicki Flynn. From the 14th District, Wayne P. D'Angelo, Tennille R. McCoy. From the 15th District, Verlina Reynolds Jackson, Anthony S. Verilli. From the 16th District, Roy Fryman, Michelle Drulis. From the 17th District, Kevin Egan, Joe Danielson. From the 18th District, Robert Karavinchik, Sterling Stanley. From the 19th District, Craig J. Coughlin, Yvonne Lopez. From the 20th District, Annette Keanu, Ed Rodriguez. From the 21st District, Andrew McCurdy, Vincent M. Carney. From the 22nd District, James J. Kennedy, Linda S. Carter. From the 23rd District, John D. DeMeo, Eric Peterson. From the 24th District, Dawn Fantasia, Michael Nganamort. From the 25th District, Aura K. Dunn, Marissa Sweeney. From the 26th District, Jay Weber, Brian Bergen. From the 27th District, Rosie Bagoli, Alexon Colazos Gill. From the 28th District, Cleopatra G. Tucker, Chigozie An From the 29th District, Eliana Pinter Marin, Shanique Spade. From the 30th District, Sean T. Keene, Alex Alexander Avi Schnall. From the 31st District, William Sampson, Jerry Walker. From the 32nd District, Katie Brennan, Ravi Bala. Gabriel Rodriguez, Larry Weinstein. From the 34th District, Carmen T. Morales, Michael Venezia. From the 35th District, Al Abdulaziz. District, Gary S. Scher, Clinton Calabrese. From the 37th District, Shama A. Hader, Ellen Park. And from the 38th District, Lisa Swain, Chris Tully. From the 39th District, Robert J. Auth, John V. Azariti Jr. And from the 40th District, Christopher P. DePhillips, Al Barless. I'd like to ask for everyone to take a moment of silence for Governor Dick Cody. Let us welcome Cardinal Joseph Tobin, Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Newark, New Jersey, to deliver the invocation. Please rise.
Gracious God, lover of the human race, our origin and our destiny. Look kindly on us who mark the beginning of the 222nd legislature of the great state of New Jersey. Empower your daughters and sons who together can form this assembly to recognize the precious gift with which they are invested, the fragile trust and the sincere hopes of their fellow citizens. Give our lawgivers relentless respect for all the people of New Jersey and a love for the common good that will conquer selfish interests or sterilely paralyzing partisanship. Instead, permit them to be good and gifted gardeners who will not break the bruised reed or quench the smoldering wick. Under their care, may the rich soil of our cities, towns, and countryside produce the life-giving fruits of justice, mercy, and peace. May our legislators be confident of the support of our communities so that they and we may live a quiet and tranquil life in all devotion and dignity. Make our state a beacon for all people of goodwill, especially for those still yearning to be free. We praise and thank you for giving us all an opportunity to leave this world a better place than we found it, and to place our sisters and brothers of this legislature in your loving care. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the New Jersey State Police Color Guard. Assemblyman Wayne D'Angelo from the 14th Legislative District will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for Taylor Hope to play the national anthem. The oath of office will now be administered to the newly elected members of the New Jersey General Assembly. Assemblyman Kenyatta Stewart, District 35.
Let's have a round of applause for Mayor Morocco. It's a leftover from when there was a hotel in Trenton. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of a member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Larry Wayne Steve, District 30.
It's a union violation. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of the members of the General Assembly
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblywoman Katie Brennan, District 32.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of member of General Assembly
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Ravi Bala, District 32.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Jerry Walker, District 31.
By the way, the Assembly Dems now have the best basketball team in any intramural league. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith to the allegiance of the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments that's established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of the members of the General Assembly
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Chigozie Onyema, District 28.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblywoman Marissa Sweeney.
We didn't practice this. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of member of General Assembly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Get it back to the hotel.
Assemblyman Vincent Carney, District 21.
Full service speaker. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
all the duties of member of the General Assembly
all the duties of member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Assemblyman Andrew McCurdy, District 21.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of member of the General Assembly
all the duties of a member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Ed Rodriguez, District 20.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
and to the United States
and this state,
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of member of the General Assembly
discharge the duties of the member of the Assembly
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Assemblyman Anthony Angelosi, District 8.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
duties of member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Assemblywoman Maureen Rowan, District 2.
Sisters, huh? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of member of the General Assembly
the duties of the member of the General Assembly
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Will all the other members please rise to take the oath of office of the New Jersey General Assembly?
Congratulations, everyone. Nominations are now in order for a temporary chair. I recognize the Assemblyman from Union County, Assemblyman James Kennedy.
Please rise. I nominate Assemblywoman Linda Carter from Union County. I'm just reading the notes, kids.
Assemblyman Spearman, why do you rise? If there are no other nominations, the chair will entertain a motion that nominations be closed. Assemblyman Tully?
Move that the nominations be closed.
Hearing no objections, so ordered, all those in favor of the nomination of Assemblywoman Linda Carter signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Assemblywoman Linda Carter.
Good afternoon. Resolution on the clerk's desk.
General Assembly 222nd Organizational Resolution.
Assemblyman Small, why do you rise?
I move to waive the reading by the clerk. Copies of the Assembly organizational resolutions have been distributed to the members.
Hearing no objections, all those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion passes. Assemblyman Karavinchek, why do you rise? Assemblywoman Simmons, why do you rise?
I rise to second the motion.
On the resolution, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The resolution passes. Nominations are now in order for the clerk of the Assembly. I recognize Assemblywoman Kane from Camden County.
I nominate Dana M. Burley of Camden County to serve as clerk of New Jersey General Assembly for the 222nd session.
Assemblyman Sampson, why do you rise?
I rise to second the motion.
If there are no other nominations, the chair will entertain a motion that nominations be closed. Assemblyman Mullen.
I move that nominations be closed.
Hearing no objections, so ordered. On the election of Dana M. Burley to serve as clerk of the New Jersey General Assembly, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Assemblywoman State will administer the oath of office of clerk of the New Jersey General Assembly to Dana M. Burley.
I do solemnly promise and swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of the clerk to the best of my ability and understanding, that I will carefully preserve all records, papers, and writings,
records and writings,
all property entrusted to me for safekeeping by virtue of my office, and make such disposition of the same as may be required by law.
and make such position of the same as required by me by law.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Nominations for Speaker Pro Tem of the Assembly are now in order. I recognize Assemblywoman Gold. Assemblyman Calabrese, why do you rise?
I rise to second the motion.
If there are no other nominations, the chair will entertain a motion that nominations be closed. by Assemblywoman Park. Hearing no objections, so ordered. On the election of Annette Quijano to serve as Speaker Pro Tem of the New Jersey General Assembly, all those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Speaker Coughlin will now administer the oath of Speaker Pro Tem to Assemblywoman Quijano.
We are joined by the Mayor of Elizabeth, Mayor Christopher Bowles. who is giving the honor. I do solemnly promise
I do solemnly promise
and swear
and swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Speaker Pro Tempore
Speaker Pro Tempore
of the New Jersey General Assembly
of the New Jersey General Assembly,
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and understanding,
and understanding,
that I will carefully preserve
and I will carefully preserve
all records,
all records,
papers,
papers,
writings,
writings,
or property entrusted to me
or property entrusted to me
for safekeeping by
For s-
virtue of my office,
for safekeeping by virtue of my office,
and make such disposition
and make such disposition
of the same
of the same
as may be required by law,
as may be required by law.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and under the authority of the people.
and under the authority of the people.
Help me God.
So help me God.
Speaker Coughlin will now administer the oath of office of Majority Leader to Assemblyman Louis D. Greenwald of Camden County.
I do solemnly promise and swear
solemnly promise and swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Majority Leader
of the office of Majority Leader
of the New Jersey General Assembly,
of the New Jersey General Assembly,
to the best of my ability and understanding,
to the best of my ability and understanding,
that I will carefully preserve
that I will carefully preserve
all records,
all records, papers,
writings,
writings,
or other property entrusted to me for safekeeping
or other property entrusted to me for safekeeping
by virtue of my office,
by virtue of my office,
and make such disposition
and make such disposition
of the same
of the same
as may be required by law,
as may be required by law,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
everyone. I want to take a moment and just thank my staff. Often their work goes unrecognized, never by me. They work long hours, including last night. I'm honored to have them, and I'm honored to have so many of our former staff with us here today as well. It's an honor to have served with you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. To my beautiful wife, Cindy, with whom I just celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary, thank you for your patience. Some of you betted against us. It's okay. We've made it 30 years. Thank you for your patience, your strength, and your unwavering support. I know this job has always demanded sacrifices, not just from me, but from you as well. As we built our family and raised our children, many nights you had to put the kids to bed alone. Can't thank you enough for letting me do this work. I love you more than words can express. To my children, Lauren, Eric, and Jenna, you are my pride, my motivation, my constant reminder of why this work matters. You are my single greatest achievement. Everything I do here is with your future, and through you, the future of all children in this state. Some of you may remember my daughter Jenna from last year. She's not here this year. So as I said last year, she was my favorite. This year, my firstborn, Lauren, is here, and she is clearly my first and favorite. To my friend Speaker Coughlin and my fellow legislators, thank you all for your vote of confidence in electing me once again as your majority leader. Today, I begin my 31st year in the Assembly and my 8th term as majority leader. As I prepared my thoughts for today, one idea that kept coming back to me is a question that I've been asked throughout my career. Why have I chosen to dedicate such a large part of my life to public service? And as I think about that question, I remember my kids. And when they were little, they would ask what all young children ask of their mothers and fathers when they reach a certain age. And they would look at me and they would say, what do you do all day? Where do you go when I'm at school? From time to time, I would take my children to projects and events and show them the things that we were doing, and I would say, Daddy did this. And kids being kids, they became known as the Daddy Do projects. And this is the beauty of the next segment of your lives and the secret of this work. I tell you about one of my favorite Daddy Do projects around the time when my wife and I were first pregnant with Lauren, our oldest daughter. Again, my favorite. I met with this remarkable but little-known organization called the Coriell Institute. And I was touring the facility. I saw these massive tanks, and I asked them what they were. The scientists pointed proudly and said, oh, those are cryogenic tanks. We're storing stem cells in there. Now, the only thing I knew about cryogenics was in Star Wars when they froze Han Solo in the cryogenic tank. But they explained to me on a much more sophisticated level that they were creating a bank of stem cells by storing a piece of your child's umbilical cord that could be used for life-saving transplants and research. I went home and I told my wife about this amazing procedure, and as a young expectant father, even then, before she was born, there wasn't anything I wouldn't do for Lauren. We decided then and there to save Lauren's stem cells. I remember in the delivery room, holding my daughter in my arms while Dr. Nancy Phillips, who delivered Lauren, read the instructions while she was cutting the umbilical cord, because in spite of the fact that Virtua Hospital had delivered more babies than in any facility in South Jersey, this was the first time the procedure had been done at the hospital. I was lucky. I had both the knowledge of the procedure and the financial means at the time to be able to spend what was then over $1,000 on the procedure, plus an annual storage fee, a fee that I still pay to this day. But how could all other families and those who had already had children benefit from the procedure that I was so blessed to take advantage of? And how would people without the financial means be able to pay for it? We started the process by finding the right policy. For many, the first reaction was to say, well, let's just mandate it. We'll mandate the procedures and have the insurance companies pay for it. But we know insurance mandates risk increasing healthcare premiums. So instead, We reached out to hospitals across the state and worked with volunteers and families who were willing to donate their umbilical stem cells, and we created a diverse bank of over 5,000 donations, stem cells that provided life-saving transplants for families and children. We were able to do all of this for a one-time grant of $5 million. I had the privilege of working on that grant with Governor Jim McGreevey, and at the time, Gary Taffet, who became a lifelong friend in this business. It didn't increase anybody's cost, it didn't burden any families or increase any premiums. It did provide access to life-saving procedures for New Jersey families. A few years later, I was invited back to what I thought was an annual budget conversation with Coriel. As I walked through the building, I saw children running through the office, and I said, oh, isn't this nice? They're having a Bring Your Child to Work Day. Coriel's CEO at the time led me to the conference room, and as I was met with these same children, he said something to me that I will never forget. He said, Assemblyman, these children are the first recipients of the stem cells from our bank. They're here with us today, alive and well, because of your efforts and that of the entire state legislature. In my eyes, and in a single moment, with tears rolling down my face, I will tell you, without being able to get a word out, as I hug parents and children, as only a fellow parent can understand, I realized we did something special. Someday, someone is going to come up to you on the street and tell you that there is a program or a policy that you worked on that made a difference in their life. And it's in these moments that sustain you through the challenging times that this work can bring. So why have I or any of us chosen a life of public service? We've been called to fix problems, to do the hard work. The people of New Jersey have entrusted us with the most important of tasks, not just identifying the problem, but coming up with solutions. These days, far too many people feel disillusioned by government. They feel like the system no longer works for them, that no matter how hard they try, it is impossible to get ahead. It is our job to take that personally. To do that, we must be willing to have good-spirited debate. We must be willing to strive for common ground. When we are met with opposing ideas, we must remember that politics is not supposed to be a blood sport. It is about trying to work through our differences with civility and respect. In spite of what social media or trends tell us, the solution to difficult problems is seldom perfect. It is not laid out for us with definitive rights or wrongs. It is hard work that requires a good faith effort and a desire to do good. So whether it's a daddy do project or a mommy do project or any other variation, the key word is do. Find your project, find your passion, be curious. Everyone who ran for office has a reason why. Remember your why. I want to acknowledge the new members being sworn in today. As I was writing this speech, I reflected on what I would have wanted to know when I first joined the legislature 31 years ago. And I know what you're thinking. He looks familiar, but I don't remember the glasses and the gray hair. But I digress. I encourage you to meet with individuals and advocacy groups, those who you disagree with. Find compromise. Compromise is not the enemy. Be willing to change direction and change your mind. No person or party has a monopoly on good ideas. Approach your work with curiosity. Listen to the people you represent and listen to each other. But disagreeing is not disloyal. It is debate. It is the foundation of democracy. Expect to be challenged. Embrace the challenge. Be willing to defend your ideas and your proposals. Remain humble. State legislatures, in my opinion, are the new laboratory of innovation. It is where bipartisanship can still thrive. Whether it's your first day in Trenton or your 31st year here, I hope you never lose sight of how unique this opportunity is. The Speaker and I say all the time, each of you are one out of 120 people that get the privilege to serve out of over 9 million people in this state. It is an awesome responsibility. We began this past session with 27 new members, the largest freshman class since 2007. From day one, they rose to the occasion, quickly mastering the legislative process, asking thoughtful questions, and bringing energy and optimism even when faced with difficult decisions. Our future is in good hands. Despite the devastating federal cuts, the legislature upheld our commitments to the people of New Jersey. We delivered record property tax relief and rent relief to over 2.4 million residents, fully funding the state pension system, yet again, and made historic investments in public schools. And as the federal government failed to meet the moment, we stepped up, investing in critical areas that impact quality of life for every New Jerseyan: public transportation, food assistance, clean energy, beach replenishment, and scientific research and innovation. With electricity costs on the rise and burdensome red tape slowing down solar permitting, Assemblyman Karabinchak worked to make it cheaper and easier for families to install rooftop solar, delivering utility bill savings to ratepayers. When farmers saw a surge of frivolous complaints under the state's Right to Farm Act, Assemblyman Fryman stepped in to protect our agricultural communities and feed our families. When small businesses struggled to compete for state contracts because of outdated rules, Assemblywoman Peter Paul led the effort to close the loopholes, ensuring programs reached the businesses they were designed to support. When students were at risk of falling behind due to gaps in funding, Assemblywoman Carter acted to make sure that summer tag was permanent, helping 11,000 students across the state. Quietly, someone's life was easier. It got better. And while our work to strengthen Medicaid reimbursement rates is far from over, I'm proud that we've made a meaningful progression this session, raising rates to protect our most vulnerable residents. That's not to say that we've tackled everything that we've set out to accomplish. For every issue solved, several more seem to take their place. I've always said that on the day that I die, there will still be a mountain of work on my desk. I know that being called to roll up your sleeves and fix the issues of our state can seem like a daunting and never-ending task. Here are the issues that keep me up at night, but issues I know that together can be solved. Even with the investments we've made in our down payment assistance and first-time homebuyers program, home ownership still feels out of reach for too many young people. Our housing market is starved for affordable inventory. The median age of a first-time homebuyer in this country is now 40 years of age. The starter homes my generation relied on, modest 1,200 square foot homes that served as a stepping stone, simply aren't being built anymore. In the early 1980s, about 40% of new homes were considered entry-level. By 2023, that number had fallen to just 9%. The reason for this is twofold. High costs make starter homes less profitable than larger luxury homes, and local zoning laws often prevent the kind of housing we need. Our success in providing property tax relief have allowed seniors to stay in place, which is something that we take great pride in, but it also means less housing turnover, making it even more urgent that we create new opportunities for young families trying to put down roots. If we ever want to stop the brain drain and fully utilize and realize the return on our investment in public education, we must make it affordable for young people to stay in New Jersey. We must bring the American dream back within reach of every single New Jerseyan, and not just those at the very top. I'm sure everyone in this hall remembers, as I do, the proud day of home ownership and the sense of independence that came with it. It is our responsibility to make sure that everyone shares in that dream. As for the young people today, student loan debt isn't a stepping stone, it's an anchor. They make their monthly payments but barely touch the principal. In New Jersey, we now have the 9th highest student loan burden in the country, with the average borrower carrying more than $39,000 in loans. As my children look towards starting families of their own, I worry that opportunities I had are slipping out of reach for their generation. Every parent wants to give their children a future that is brighter and more full of promise than the one we had. The future of my children, your children, and everyone who calls this state home depends on us and the work that we do together. They're counting on us, and as I look at my colleagues here on the stage, I have faith in you all, and I know we won't let them down. I think collectively, we can relate to these problems. All ideas are welcome to the table to find solutions. Today, we can do this. Be curious, ask questions, and always chase your why. Congratulations, and God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Nominations are now in order for Speaker of the New Jersey General Assembly. I recognize Assemblywoman Lopez of Middlesex County. Assemblywoman Hayter, why do you rise? If there are no other nominations, the chair will entertain a motion that nominations be closed. Assemblywoman Pinter Marin, why do you rise? Hearing no objection, so ordered. On the election of Craig J. Coughlin to serve as Speaker of the New Jersey General Assembly, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
I, Craig J. Coughlin. I, Craig J. Coughlin. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And to the governments established.
and to the governments established
In the United States.
in the United States
And in this state.
and in this state,
Under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully.
and that I will faithfully,
Impartially.
impartially,
And justly.
and justly
Perform all the duties.
perform all the duties
Of the office of Speaker of the Assembly.
of the office of Speaker of the Assembly,
According to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Speaker of the New Jersey General Assembly, Craig J. Coughlin.
Thank you. Thank you for that incredibly warm welcome and for making today an incredibly special day. I want to really first thank you all for coming out to celebrate Will Sampson's birthday. So, and I want to offer congratulations to Dana Burley on her reappointment as the clerk of the General Assembly. By the way, Dana happens to be the longest serving clerk in the history of the state. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've been here before. If you haven't, I can tell you this never gets old. This incredible day, this hope of a new legislature, the promise of new members, and the renewed opportunity to do good for the people of New Jersey. It's something that we should all be excited about. I want to take a moment to thank Cardinal Tobin for being here. Cardinal, this is truly special, and I appreciate the honor of your making time for us to be with us today. I also want to thank you for something that you probably didn't know happened, which I thought, for me, would have been incredibly remarkable. It was last summer, you were with the other cardinals in Rome, selecting a new pope, for selecting one of you to be a new pope. And I was pulling into the driveway, or pulling into the State House, and I got a call from Tish who said, we have a new pope. And the new pope is an American. And that would have been remarkable. I thought you might be the pope. And that's pretty exciting, but what's really exciting was that I would have had the Pope's cell phone number. She quickly called me back about Pope Leo, and the moment ended. But please, don't be disappointed that you let me down. I also want to thank Chief Justice Radner for being here again. Thank you, Chief Justice. It has been a privilege to get to know you and serve alongside of you over these past few years, and I truly appreciate your making yourself available to us and to be here for all of us. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the people who made this really special today. Let's start with Taylor Hope. How good was she? Good news, you're going to get to hear her play again at the end. And I have to thank Dan Harris. Taylor is Dan Harris. For most of you know that Dan Harris has been with me since the first day I ran for office. And so it was really nice of him to marry somebody who could do the things that Taylor does so he could be with us today. And I want to thank the pipe and drums folks who brought us in and their great talents. Thank you for that. Thank you for kicking off St. Patrick's season in a small way, and for all of your musical talents. And I want to thank everybody who made today possible for me. To Dan and Seth and Stefan, thank you for your wisdom, for your loyalty, your advice, and your seemingly unendless ability to work really hard to do what's right for the people of New Jersey. And to the Assembly Majority Office, I never fail to be impressed by your great talents, your knowledge, and your commitment to the state of New Jersey. To Lori and Karen, to Juan Carlos, Sarangeli, Ruth, Iris, Crystal, Louisa, and Amanda, our office staff, our district office staff, thank you. You're the backbone of the operation, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you very much. And to the best team of advisors around, to Kevin and Gary, to Edie, Scott, Artie, and to my law partners, Lou and Dave, thank you for your incredible support and remarkable wisdom that you're so willing to share. To my friend, Majority Leader Lou Greenwald, who has been my partner through each of these terms, thank you for all you bring to the position, and I look forward to the best session yet. To my entire leadership team, give Lou a big round. To my entire leadership team, and to every member of my caucus, thank you. Thank you for your leadership and your work. To Minority Leader John DeMeo, thank you for your leadership and your work on behalf of the people of New Jersey, John. We don't always agree. He just outlined that for us. I was going to say such nice things. But when the time comes, we sit down at the same table. We roll up our sleeves, and we work to do what's right for the people of New Jersey. I want to especially thank my extraordinary family. You saw. I consider myself the luckiest man in the world, and it is because of all of you. Tish and I will celebrate our 40th anniversary this February. And every day she does or says something that reminds me just how lucky I am. Tish, the longer we're together, the more I realize I simply would not be here if it weren't for you. To Craig and Kathy, to Vincent and Robin, to Nick and Melissa, you just don't make me proud. You make me smarter and better, and you make my life a joy. To Claire and Jameson and Carter, you prove to me that all of the good things that people said about having grandkids is true, with one exception. You'll often hear grandparents say, and you get to give them back. I never want to give them back. And the three of you make every one of my days that we're together more fun. And I'm going to share our secret. I'm going to tell everybody here that there isn't anybody in this room whose call I'll take when we're playing together. Mostly, I want to thank each of you for coming here. Some of you from miles, friends and family, for all of us who traveled to be with us today to celebrate in a remarkably special way this incredible day. And this is a really, truly special day, beginning this 222nd legislature of the state of New Jersey. And it's an historic legislature. This year we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the great state of New Jersey and of the General Assembly. The New Jersey legislature met for the first time on August 27th in 1776 at Nassau Hall on the campus of what is now Princeton University. To commemorate that first session, this February, this assembly will return to Nassau Hall for a special session to begin a year-long celebration of our wonderfully historic state. And as we remember the past, we should reflect on the proud accomplishments of these past several legislatures. First, let me thank Governor Murphy for his friendship, his partnership, and his great leadership over these past 8 years. I'm proud of the work that we have done together, and I'm personally thankful for his shared commitment to the fight against food insecurity. Governor Murphy, I'll miss you. I would also like to thank Senate President Scutari for his friendship and leadership in moving New Jersey forward. Together, we've tackled the state's toughest challenges, worked to make New Jersey more affordable, and stood up for workers and our shared New Jersey values. We developed the Anchor program to reduce property taxes and help renters. That's here for helping renters. We created Stay NJ, a truly transformative program that will bring property taxes down for seniors and keep them right where they belong, here in New Jersey. We have become the national leader in the fight against hunger. We've fully funded the school funding formula, say that 5 times fast. We've cut taxes of all sorts 24 times. We've expanded family leave. We've increased the minimum wage. We've worked in lockstep with the men and women of organized labor to invest in our infrastructures. And we passed an equal pay bill to ensure that women get paid the same as men. It was my first bill as a speaker. And we did that while securing 9 consecutive credit rating upgrades and keeping our promise to teachers and firefighters and police officers and public workers by making 5 consecutive full pension payments to something that people thought were unachievable. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's nearly 4 times the total contribution of the previous 6 governors. I'd say that's a pretty good start and a great place for a new legislature to begin. Let me extend my congratulations to Governor-elect Sherrill. I look forward to the opportunity to work with her. And to build on the successes of the past 8 years, as well as carving new paths to make New Jersey even better. And speaking of new, let's hear it for the 12 new members of the class of 2023. Each of you are part of a bright and remarkably talented group of men and women with the potential to make a profound difference in the lives of the people that we serve. And, here's a happy note, we're diverse. We're lucky to welcome a teacher, a sheriff's officer, a doctor, and a housing advocate, and mostly more lawyers. The good news is only 50% of the new class is lawyers. So to all of my new colleagues, welcome, and thank you. There is truly no greater calling than service to your neighbor. And today we honor that service and your willingness and decision to stand for office. I look forward to working with each of you. And I urge each of you to cherish this opportunity to do good. Not just for your district, but for all of us. Now, you will, and you should, be fierce advocates for the people who elected you in your district. But you will find out quickly that the importance of your new office. When I was having my first orientation, Majority Leader referenced it as well, I was reminded by the folks at OLS that there were more than 9 million people in the state of New Jersey, and 121 of them got to make the rules. As of today, you're one of those 120 people. Reflect on that as you think about the breadth of your office. And remember that government is best when we communicate, respect each other, share ideals, and compromise for the good of the people. This is the 5th time I've had the privilege of addressing this gathering as the speaker. Oh, and I can tell you that never gets old either, just for the record. So thank you to each of the members of the Assembly for trusting me and allowing me to lead our House. What makes me most proud of the Assembly is how we operate and who we are as people and as advocates. We make it clear that Trenton is different than Washington. We can work together without insults, and we can debate without rancor. Each voting session, before I gavel us in, I get to see the Assembly members on the chamber floor. It's a scene of people, Democrats and Republicans, mingling together, laughing, smiling, and enjoying each other's company. Perhaps that's why, although some of you might be surprised, in this past legislature, 96% of the bills that we passed were with bipartisan support. So let's build on that sense of togetherness in this session. We have made doing the hard things in the Assembly our mission, and we've done it quite well, especially when it comes to the things that matter most, helping people. I guess that comes from my mom. There but for the grace of God go on. She would say that. Growing up, she would say that, and to remind my sister Cindy, who's here with me, and I, that we were very fortunate. She would say it when we saw someone struggling with a situation or a condition, or was in a difficult place. And Mom always reminded us that we had an obligation to make their condition better, to do good by our neighbors. I've carried that lesson with me throughout my life. And that's why I know there are 4 things that we have to do to be a great state. And I think they're more akin to a moral obligation than to a governmental function. First, we have to feed our people. I'm proud to say that we're the foremost leader in the nation in the fight against hunger and the only state with a cabinet-level food security advocate. I'm also proud of the $350 million we've included to support food banks because we know we will defeat hunger. You see, we don't have a food shortage. We have a getting food to hungry people challenge. So, this session, let's commit to defeating hunger, not sometime in the future, but in these next 2 years. Let's make sure that every food pantry, every soup kitchen, and has the food that they need to serve hungry residents. Let's do that. The second thing we have to do is to make sure that people have a place to live. Last year we passed a law to make sure that more families in New Jersey could afford a place to call home, giving towns the tools to build more housing and helping first-time home buyers with down payment assistance. And we've created veterans housing to reduce homelessness for the brave men and women who have served us so selflessly. Now let's hear it for our veterans. Now this session, let's make sure we get all of the homeless people off the street and under a roof so they have a place to go. Thirdly, we have to make sure that people have the medical care that they need. We've invested in our hospitals and expanded programs like PAD and Senior Gold because in New Jersey, if you're sick, you will get care. And if you're aging or disabled, you will not be abandoned. Let's continue to invest in that, to protect, strengthen, and require access to medical care for all people. Lastly, we have to make sure that people have the opportunity to succeed. That's why we spend nearly 1/3 of our budget on public education. It's why we invest in record amounts in higher education and in creating summer tag to help students achieve their dreams. And it's why we invest millions in small business. Let's do more. Let's reduce student debt. And let's make sure that the financial assistance is there for students who want to go to trade schools. So it's clear, we are truly a great state, but there is still more to do. We must work every day to make New Jersey more affordable. Now I know we've heard that a lot, particularly in these last campaigns, and it's something we've been focused on in the Assembly for several years now. But I think it's important that we appreciate what it really means to make New Jersey affordable and why it matters so much. Affordability isn't simply making things less expensive. It's about fairness. It's about making people believe that they have the chance to enjoy the life that they love and more, to spend more time with their family and their friends, and see places they could only dream of seeing. It means less worry, less sacrifice, and less trade-offs. When we make New Jersey more affordable, we enable people to live better and fuller lives. And we should. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are all in this together. My life is better when your life is better. Your life is better when your neighbor's life is better. Making people's lives better is the essence of public service. As we come together for this 222nd legislature, let us honor the past by celebrating the present and renewing our commitment to the future. And let's make sure, as we go forward, to listen to the people's voices first. Let's put their needs first. Let's err on their side. Let's recall our great history. Let's celebrate our great state. Let's honor the privilege that we've been given to serve 9.5 million people who call New Jersey home by fulfilling the promise that we made to them. And let's do it together. Let us let our humility be our grounding. Let our service keep us focused, and the progress that we make worthy of the people we represent. So thank you. God bless you, and God bless the great state.
Taylor Hope will now play God Bless America. Thank you, Taylor. Please stand as Cardinal Tobin concludes our ceremonies with a benediction. Cardinal Tobin.
O divine source of all authority and wisdom, we lift up the political leaders of New Jersey to your merciful care. Grant them wisdom and discernment to navigate the complex issues that affect the lives of the people. May their hearts be guarded by a spirit of truth and justice. May they be led to serve the people, not their own ambitions. Bless them with integrity and courage to make the difficult decisions that benefit all citizens, especially the most vulnerable, even when those decisions are unpopular. Protect them from corruption, greed, and the seduction of unbridled power. And surround them with wise and sound counselors who seek the common good. In times of division and conflict, pour upon them a spirit of unity and cooperation, that they may work in harmony for the well-being of society. Instill in them humility and compassion, so they may listen to the needs of the people and lead with empathy and respect. May their leadership promote peace, prosperity, and a quiet life for all to live in dignity. We ask that you bless them, their families, and their staffs, granting them strength and perseverance in their demanding roles. and may your will be done on earth, through their service and actions in our unity for the betterment of all humanity. Amen.
On behalf of Speaker Coughlin and Majority Leader Greenwald, thank you all for joining us on this historic day. Congratulations, all.